In this video, we're going to unbox, install, and review the Nest Thermostat. So why do we go with the Nest Thermostat? Well, one, it's probably one of the most, if not the most, popular smart thermostat on the market available today. The other reason we went with this is because of the looks of the unit. We really like the way this unit is designed. It's compact, it looks really high quality. It doesn't look like another electronic device. It actually looks like it could be a fixture or a part of your home. And we decided to go with the mirror black finish, which we thought just really looks nice. The Nest Thermostat is really great at helping you save money in your house. One of the things it can do is it has a motion sensor to see movement in your home, and that can help let it know if you're actually at the house or if you're not. And if you aren't at the house, it can reduce the temperature of your house or increase it depending on the season. Another thing you can do is you can set this up to link to your phone, and then if your phone leaves your home, then the thermostat will also know that you're away from your house and to make adjustments accordingly. This can save you a lot of money when it comes to energy spend on keeping your house heated and cooled. Another great thing about the Nest Thermostat is that you can make adjustments to the temperature pretty much wherever you are. You don't even have to be at your house. You can be anywhere. You could be down the street. You could be even halfway around the world, and you can check on your thermostat, make adjustments, and make sure everything is running properly. The only thing that you have to do is make sure that you have an internet connection both in your house and wherever you are that you're trying to access it from. One really nice benefit of being able to do that is last year we were actually on vacation in Florida in the middle of the winter, and where we live got really cold. I mean, really cold, colder than usual. And we were concerned that our furnace was working because we were having problems with it. Well, if we had had this unit at that time, then we could have just connected to our phone, checked to make sure the temperature was okay. And if we found out there was an issue, we could have had someone go to our house to help make sure everything was in order, and even call someone to come in and repair the furnace while we were still on vacation. So being able to check your thermostat and make adjustments to it from anywhere has a lot of practical applications. So what we're going to do is we're going to unbox this unit, show you what's included inside. We're also going to uninstall our old unit in our house, show you what that process looks like, and then we're going to install the new thermostat. Also, at the end of the video, we'll give you our opinion as to what we think, and along the way, we'll also give you some tips and tricks to help make the process easier. If you'd like to purchase this unit, then we're going to leave a link in the description below that will take you to a website that has the best price. All right, so now we're going to get into the unboxing piece of this, show you what's included. Okay, this is the Nest Learning Thermostat. This is version 3 in the mirror black finish. And we're gonna unbox it and take a look and see what's included here. Okay, so there's the thermostat. It's very protected. That mirror black finish there. We've got what looks like some installation guides here in this envelope. Let's get started. Looks like installation guides here, warranty information. And it looks like we've got an included installation screwdriver. We got installation screws, mount on the wall. And this is the unit that you connect the wires to. It's got a little warning information here, and it also has this spirit bubble level to make sure that you're mounting it level on the wall, which is kind of a nice addition. A wall plate, so if your thermostat, if you've got holes in the wall that wouldn't be covered by the thermostat itself, then this can mount on the wall and you can basically cover up the holes in the wall. Or if you don't want to use this plate, there's a couple other options that you have. One, you can buy some additional plates off of Amazon. I saw that they have some plates that are a lot nicer that looks like they come in colors that match the Nest Thermostat, different colors. I saw some aluminum ones. And also, the other option you have is you can always opt to, when you uninstall your old thermostat, you could, if you have holes that wouldn't be covered by the new one, you could always drywall repair those holes paint it to match, and then install your Nest thermostat unit. So that's one thing that I was looking at online that I couldn't figure out right away, was whether or not you had to have this plate to mount the Nest thermostat to the wall, or if this was optional. Turns out this is optional. It's a time saver if you don't want to go through the hassle of actually doing the drywall repair. So that's included as well. And it looks like here's the mounting plate that you can use to install the Nest thermostat, and as well as some screws, which I'm not going to pull those out. Before you purchase a new thermostat, you should always check the wiring for your existing HVAC system. Now, the reason you do that is because some HVAC systems actually have additional wiring to them. So some of the circumstances you might run into are zone units or maybe even geothermal units. Sometimes they require additional wiring, and not all thermostats have those wires in place. So it's always best to double check and see what you have first. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to pull this cover off. We're going to take a look at the wires. And since we're installing the Nest thermostat, we're going to take those wires that we find, and we're going to take the corresponding letters where they're attached and plug them into Nest's website. And what that's going to do is that's going to tell us whether or not the Nest thermostat is compatible with the HVAC system in this home. And if it is, we can go ahead and proceed with purchasing the unit. If it's not, then we know we need to check a different unit to see if it's compatible. So what we need to do now is pull the cover off of this. Okay, wow, you can see here they've not changed the batteries, so that's not good. It's corroded here, but what we're looking for here are these wires. So you can see here that this blue wire is hooked to the C. This L screw is not attached. W2 and E, R, RG, OB, and Y in this case. So what we'll do is we'll take these numbers, these letters rather, and then run those through the Nest website to see whether or not the new Nest thermostat will work with this current system. The other thing you need to look for before purchasing a Nest thermostat is to check whether or not your system is high voltage. The way that you do that is to make sure that the wires that are being used for the existing thermostat are not twisted wires. Basically, that they don't have wire nuts included with them. They're not strands of wire, and also that the thermostat is not marked 120 and 240 volt. So in this case, it's solid wire. It's not marked with a high voltage rating. So that's another indication that the Nest thermostat will work with our existing HVAC system. Now here's a pro tip. If you're going to be doing this work as part of a larger remodel, say repainting your room that this is in as well, then what you should do is you should plan on, when you remove this, to paint around it as well, so that way you're not risking putting any new paint on your Nest thermostat. The other thing that you can do too is, if you really don't want that faceplate that comes with the Nest unit and you really want it to be just the circle that's mounted on the wall, it's another good opportunity to do any drywall repair that you need to as well, and then paint over that. So before you start work on this project, make sure you turn off the breaker that corresponds to the circuit that you're going to be working on. In this case, we're going to be turning off the breaker to the furnace. Once you have your wires marked, then go ahead and start disconnecting the wires. Then you're ready to unscrew the old thermostat from the wall. So now that we have the old thermostat off the wall, in order to install the new Nest thermostat without the plate, we need to make sure the thermostat can attach to the wall that has a stud right directly behind it. So in this case, it looks like, if you look here, it looks like it does have a stud behind it, and it looks like the builder drilled a hole through the stud. But what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that that's the case by using the stud finder to double check. So if you can see here, it looks like there is in fact a stud here. So lights up right here. I need to double check and make sure the wire is going to be out of the way. Like they drilled a hole through the stud, but the wires are going off to the side in one direction or the other. If they're going up kind of behind the wall, then we risk damaging the existing wires. I don't think that's the case, but it's always better to be safe than sorry, so I'm going to double check it. Okay, so now I know what I said before, which was before you install the new thermostat, you want to make sure you do any type of drywall repair and painting that you're going to do before you install the new unit, so that way it's all done. But in this case, for the sake of the video and the instructions, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and install this without doing the other work, so that way it makes the job quicker. Okay, so now we're going to mark the location where we're going to drill the new holes into the stud. So we just need to feed this on here. And a really nice feature of the Nest thermostat is it includes a built-in spirit level, as you can see right here, so you know that it's actually level just by using the provided plate. So now that this is on the wall, I'm going to make sure it's centered over the hole, that it's level, and then I'm going to mark top and bottom where the new screws are going to be. Okay, so you want to make sure you're following the manufacturer's installation instructions as they suggest. Now, after saying that, we're choosing to do something a little bit different. Instead of screwing the screws directly into the stud, what we're going to do is we're going to actually pre-drill the holes first, which is going to allow us to install the screws a lot easier, and it's going to prevent the stud from splintering. So you want to feed this base plate on first, line it up to the holes that you either marked or pre-drilled. And I believe Nest recommends that you don't use a drill for this, but again, a word of caution, make sure you follow manufacturer's instructions, but in this case, we're choosing to go against their recommendation. Just being careful. So what we're going to do is, now that the screws are mainly installed, we're going to torque it down the rest of the way by hand, so that way we don't damage the plate. Now that the plate's installed, we can go ahead and make our wire connections back into this plate. So for this Nest plate, what we need to do is, since these existing wires were actually set to go around screw terminals, we need to straighten this out, these out, so that way we can put them in this plate here. So as you can see here on the side, they include these holes that you can just push the wire into that locks it in place, making the installation and the wire hookup of the job really easy. Okay, so this wire is a little bit too long, the exposed part past the installation, so we're going to trim it back a little bit here. It says 3/8 of an inch, so that's about 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so we'll go ahead and make our first connection here. All I have to do is push the wire in. And I want to make sure that the insulation is covering anything that's exposed, but in this case, it looks like the wire length is right on. So we'll go ahead and do that for the other connections for this unit. Okay, now that the plate's installed and hooked up, all we have to do is install the thermostat itself onto the base plate, and you should hear a click when it's on. Mommy. Okay, now all we have to do is turn the power back on. Once you turn the power back on, the Nest thermostat will boot up and it will go into a setup process, and you can finish that on the screen. So to use the Nest thermostat, you rotate the outer ring to select your option that you're looking for, and then to select the option, you push on the glass itself, and that will select your choice. And then you just go through the remaining steps. Internet connection, connect to the internet, and so on. Once you connect it to Wi-Fi, it will check to see if there's a software update, and then if it is, it'll download it and install that software update before you can continue. So we really like this thermostat overall. It looks really nice in the house. It's really high quality. It doesn't look cheap like some units might. The thing that we don't really care for is that we've kind of aligned ourselves to the SmartThings Alexa Ring line of smart home products. And since Nest is from Google and Ring and Alexa are from Amazon, they don't really play well together. So just be aware of that. If you're leveraging Google products in your home to make your home smarter, or if this is just your only unit that you think you'll buy for your smart home, then this is a great choice. But if you're looking at adding this to a home that's using Alexa for voice recognition and also Ring products, then you might want to consider another option. All in all, this is a really great unit. It's really nice. It's really high quality. We just wish that it did a better job of integrating with the other smart home products that we use in our house. Again, if you'd like to purchase this Nest thermostat, we'll have a link in the description where you can go and do that. And if you found this video helpful, please be sure to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because at Top Homeowner, our goal is to help you become the top homeowner in your neighborhood. All right, thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.